Hi, everybody. Good to have you on today. So, my name is Joni. I'm the head of product at Ultimate Jet Vacations, and I am joined by Stephanie from Kimpton Grand Roatán. And we are very, very excited to showcase this incredible resort to you today. Some general housekeeping. So, Stephanie is going to go through her incredible presentation, and then we're going to have some time for Q&A afterwards. So, go ahead and get yourself acquainted with the chat box down below. And you can go ahead and type any questions you have during the presentation there. And we'll be interacting with you in that chat as well. And yeah, so thank you all. And Stephanie, without further ado, if you would like to unmute yourself and begin your presentation.
Great. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephanie Tablada. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for the beautiful, stunning Kimpton Grand Roatán Resort and Spa on the island of Roatán in Honduras. So for the longest time, for the past few decades, the island's claim to fame has been that we have the world's second largest barrier reef that passes through it. So it's been sort of like a scuba diver's, snorkeler's best kept secret. And we were the first internationally branded resort to come on the island. We are located just 40 miles off the coast of Honduras in what is considered Western Caribbean. And I always tell our travel advisors that if you have a client looking for something that's, off the beaten path, and perhaps they're considering Belize or Costa Rica, we should be in the mix as well as for other islands if they're considering Anguilla or St. Bart's. This is an island that is off the beaten path and like those. So we've been open since October of 2023, and over the past 2.5 years, we have garnered several awards. I'll point out two of them: the number 4 resort in Central America and the number 13 destination spa in the world, as named by Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice. It is an island, so obviously all things water sports are available, from fishing charters to catamarans, to jet skiing outside of the protected marine park. But also there's plenty to do on land. So there's a Roatán chocolate factory where you can have a chocolate making class, Gumbalimba Park, which is just 10 minutes from the resort. They have zip lining, and they also have a monkey experience, exotic birds, hiking. There's also several other parks that have sloth sanctuaries, mangrove tour, and plenty of options to dine outside of the resort, although we have 4 wonderful restaurants in the resort that I'll tell you a little bit more about. So here's a few photos of the activities that are on the island. The sloth sanctuary, fun fact, is the number 1 rated activity on the island. In terms of flight connectivity, I'll jump to the direct flights from the US. So these are the airlines and cities from which you can have direct flights directly into the island. Airport code is RTB. And for example, for those flying from Miami, it's only a 1 hour and 45-minute flight. Once you arrive into Juan Manuel Galvez Airport, it's just a 20-minute ride to the resort. So easy peasy to get there. We also have seasonal flights from Canada and connectivity from other cities direct in Central America. We do have an airport shuttle service. It's $55 per way per room. So that means that if it's 1 guest staying in the room, it's $55 per way. But if it's in a villa suite where we have 8 guests staying in the room, it's still also $55 per way. We also have private shuttles at $160 per way. This is a resort map just to show you that the resort expands through several buildings from our bungalow room types, which you'll see. These are individual. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but if you can, these are individual casitas, sort of standalone buildings. And then into our main building and our beachfront villa suites, ocean view villa suites, and our spa. As I mentioned, we have 4 restaurants and bars, each with their own unique dining concepts and completely different menus. 2 of them are on the beach and 2 of them are indoors. And within these restaurants, you'll find a plethora of culinary programming throughout the week. So like I mentioned, although there's plenty to explore around the island, for those guests that really just love staying at the hotel and enjoying the resort to the max, there's something for them to do almost every single night of the week with live entertainment as well as food and drink specials. My personal favorite is Tacos and Tequila Tuesdays at the Sea Cat Bar. and they always have a live singer there as well. Aside from our 4 restaurants and bars, we have an exclusive dining experience called the Green Flash Table. So the Green Flash Table is 1 seating per night, 8 guests max, and it must be booked at least 24 hours in advance. And it was named the Green Flash Table after the phenomenon that you see on the sunset, right when the sun is setting and it goes down. You'll sometimes see a quick green flash as it disappears into the horizon. Aside from the Green Flash experience, some of the other activities that we have throughout the year is our most sought after is the Food and Wine Festival. This year it's happening May 1st and 2nd. It's a 2-day festival, and we invite chefs from the prestigious 50 best restaurants and bars list to join and showcase their restaurants as well. We still have tickets available for this. Rooms availability is starting to become a little bit limited, but if you have a foodie client that also wants the island experience, this is a great event for them to come around. Throughout the year, we also have our guest chef series. So this is usually a one night only dinner. We have 6 of these scheduled throughout this year, and we also invite different chefs from the Latin America's 50 best list to collaborate with our executive chef Guido. Like I mentioned, our spa was voted number 13 in the world by Condé Nast Traveler. It's called Kao Kamasa Spa. The spa is housed in a separate building, and it has 3 stories. The first floor houses the actual spa. The second floor has the fitness center for the entire resort. And the third floor has 4 very special spa studio suites, which we'll see in a bit. The spa has 13 total treatment rooms, a private pool, and the tamanka room, which you see at the bottom right. So the tamanka means rotation in Pesh, and this room has 4 different plunge pools and the fountain in the center. The different plunge pools have varying temperatures, ranging from a hot tub to a cold plunge. We also serve snacks like nuts, biscuits. There's usually infused water, green tea. And this is the type of spa I always tell people that you could easily spend half a day at minimum. And these areas are only available to access by guests that have booked a treatment at the spa. We also host wellness retreats. So we have an annual one that the resort puts on. This year it will be from June 11 to 15, and it ends on Global Wellness Day. There's a full agenda throughout each day, and guests can come and stay for the wellness retreat and pick and choose which activities they want to participate in a la carte. We have guests that want to come and do just one activity a day, and we have the wellness guests that want to come and really enjoy every single activity every single day. But we also can put together, and we do put together, wellness retreats that are hosted by Pilates instructors or yoga instructors, and they bring their own following to do this. We've also seen some requests come in for bachelorette groups of 5 to 6 ladies that want to just put on their own wellness retreat. So that's a possibility as well. Our spa has a brand new partnership with Garm Clinic. It's all about regenerative wellness. So they do offer stem cell treatments, IV therapies, and a plethora of other activities. All can be viewed on our website. And moving on to our rooms, our resort has 122 total guest rooms. Within those 122 total guest rooms, we have 22 room categories. So I won't go through every single one, but I'll start with the bungalow. The 1 king bedroom bungalow canopy view. These are the ones I mentioned that are standalone buildings, kind of like along the hilltop. And this really gives kind of like a jungle experience. This room type is actually quite popular with our honeymooners and couples because you're secluded, you're not sharing a wall with another room. It gives you the feeling that you're kind of like in the jungle, although you're really only a 4-minute walk from the ocean. They also have a split level setup. So a king bed at the top, which you see up here, and then a pull-out sofa bed here as well. This room has a terrace, and also all of them come equipped with outdoor showers as well as a traditional indoor shower. Then we move on to our hotel building room types. So these range from ocean view queens to king bed canopy views to rooms with private plunge pools. All of our rooms have terraces or balconies. Then we have our suites with pull-out couches, our presidential, our spa studio suites. Like I mentioned, these 4 are located atop the spa building. And we also have villa suites. So villa suites are great for families or people traveling in groups that want to stay together but have their own privacy of their own bedroom. The villa suites have either one, two, or three bedrooms. And these are essentially condos. They have full kitchens, full dining area, and living rooms, and they're either beachfront or ocean view. Here's a view from one of our ocean view villa suites, and this is a beachfront villa suite. Then we go up to our super sexy room types, like the 2-bedroom beachfront penthouse. This sleeps 4. It has a full-size kitchen. One room has a king bed. The other one has 2 twin beds. And this room is also available to host chef experiences, so you can hire the chef to come and cook for your group. And then our premium beachfront villa suite. And finally, moving on to our event space, if that were ever of need, we do have one ballroom and one boardroom. So within the resort programming, which is part of the resort fee, we offer yoga classes complimentary for guests 3 times per week. We also have some fun amenities like our clear bottom kayaks that are available complimentary to our guests. We also have complimentary snorkeling gear available for our guests to rent or check out for the day. And we also have stand-up paddle boards. Then we have paid resort programming, which includes sound healing classes, culinary classes, cocktail making classes. So there's something for everyone. As I mentioned, the resort fee is $60 plus tax, and these are the inclusions. A real fun inclusion that I don't see at many resorts is we have a GoPro available for rent for guests to just check out complimentary or as part of the resort fee for them to capture all their underwater adventures and take with them. Of course, with diving and snorkeling being so important to the destination and with the beautiful coral reef that we have a dive shop on site so guests can get certified to dive. They need to be at the resort for a minimum of 3 nights in order, or on the island really, for a minimum of 3 nights to receive their open water scuba diving certification. But if they want to certify and they want to dive and they're not certified, there is something called Discover Scuba that will have you underwater and diving in the very same day without a certification. They also offer snorkeling excursions, private dives, and wreck dives. And we also have volunteer opportunities. So our owners started a foundation called Abundant Life Foundation. And fun fact, the foundation came before the resort. And what they do is that they are a subsidized housing foundation mainly. So they built a community about 15 minutes from the resort called Los Sueños, which means the dreams in Spanish. And there's a library there, a church, a school. And to date, they've placed 84 families in homes. And the way that guests can participate is just the resort will provide complimentary round trip transportation to the foundation, and you choose between what's available. Usually, it's either agricultural farm work, there's reading time at the library, sometimes painting, cleaning up, or simply bringing school supplies to donate as well. And just a fun fact, if you think you've seen us and you can't put your finger quite on where you've seen us, it might have been on Netflix because we were Love is Blind season 8 iconic honeymoon retreat for that season of the Netflix show. And if you haven't seen us, check us out on season 8 of Love is Blind. Thank you so much for your time. That concludes my presentation. I'll hand it over to Joni for any Q&As.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Does anybody remember guys, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat. Oh, thank you, Nat. Can you go over the max occupancy in the bungalows, please, Stephanie? And you're muted, by the way.
That would be helpful. So it's 4 total because it has 1 king bed and a pull-out sofa bed, a queen size pull-out sofa bed.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. If anyone else has questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. But just so you know, a recording of this webinar will be sent within a few hours. And that will be inclusive of Stephanie's contact information should you wish to get in touch after the webinar. But of course, you can also reach out to, Okay, perfect. What's the best time to travel?
Best time to travel, I would say, is January through May, where it's perfectly sunny, warm, but not too humid. Although summertime is still quite popular for us. And then we have rainy season in October, November, just so you're aware. The hotel does book up pretty quickly for festive. So if you do field a lot of festive requests, now is the time to be booking those. And I hope that answers that question.
That's perfect. Um, what about the multi-bedrooms?
What about the
Maybe just provide some more
Oh, sure.
occupancy.
So,
Occupancy. Thank you,
okay, got
Kathy.
it. So the so for the villa suites, they come in one, two, and three bedrooms. What is it, availability? And they all have pull-out sofa beds. So in the one bedroom, you can do max of four. In the two bedroom, you can do six. And in the three bedroom, we can do a total of eight. Always considering that those max occupancies include two that are going to be in the pull-out sofa bed. The villa suites do not connect. I saw that was another question. And then somebody asked, the beachfront villas, can you guarantee first floor access to the sand? I cannot guarantee it, but I can certainly put it in as a request, and we definitely try our best to honor those requests. Average length of stay, I would say I would recommend no less than 3 nights, and that would be a tease. For us, our resort hovers at 4 nights on average for the whole year. Kids club or nanny services. So we don't have a kids club or nanny services. We do have a game room. In my experience, just now, I just had my 3 year anniversary at the resort. This is a destination, a resort that gets more. If when we do have kids, it's more teenage kids. It's not really we don't see much smaller children. So that's why the game room came into fruition last year. There's a PlayStation in there. There's foosball. There's movie nights that's part of the resort programming hosted in there with free popcorn. There's about a dozen board games, and board games are also available at the front desk to rent out. And I hope that answers that question. Do we offer dive packages? Yes, there's in our offers page on the website, there's a few dive packages there. But if you have a hardcore diver that wants to like dive every single day there, then we do connect you directly with a dive shop. Ideal client. Who is our ideal? Okay, so we get a ton of honeymooners, anniversaries, general milestone celebrations. Last year, it felt like on a weekly basis we had somebody celebrating a 40th, 50th, or 60th birthday. Aside from that, I would say for the well-traveled island hopper that's done the Caribbean and they want a new island to explore, and they're the type of person that's like, I want to be the first one to go so that all my friends, when they see my Instagram photos, they're like, oh, where'd you go, that looks so cool. That would be and also the person that's traveled extensively to Costa Rica or Belize, and they love Central America, but they need something different. I would say that your beach bum for sure, because the water there, like, this is not Photoshop. This is the how transparent the water is, and the coral reef, the proximity to the resort is, it's right there. You don't even need to know how to swim to experience to enjoy the coral reef and the fish coming up to you, because the water is also a little bit shallow for about 40 feet before you go all the way in. Um, and then let me see. Are the dive packages commissionable? The rooms portion is. Is it safe to go off resort premises? Yes, extremely. In my opinion, it is a great option for anyone who wants to travel to San, but do not want to compromise in having. Yes, agreed. So you have your Costa Rica has, for the most part, black sand, dark water because of the volcanic um, terrain. So this is we're still Caribbean. This is a Caribbean island for sure. Do you recommend a rental car to explore the island? Hmm, I don't think it's necessary. I would certainly not say for your first trip. There's so much to do on our side of the island that unless you're there for a minimum of 7 nights, you won't even leave our side of the island because there's so much to do and see. So from the resort, the town is called West End, and it's about a 15-minute water taxi ride. There's plenty of water taxis available within a 3-minute walk on a dock near the hotel. It's a $5 per person water taxi ride. That's my preferred route. Whereas obviously taxis on the islands are a little bit pricier, not that much more, but it's like $30 one way. So depending on how big your group is, I would just take a water taxi to West End. Did I miss any questions, or does anybody else have any other questions?
No, but you were really, that was great. Those were,
Not my
yeah,
first.
we mentioned the rental car. Yeah. I think if anything comes back up in the next like 30 or 2 seconds, I'll let you know, but I don't see anything. Amazing presentation. Yeah, we really do
Thank
appreciate your
you.
time and your support and your
Of course.
partnership. Um, yeah, Emily, you rock, Emily. Thank you, Emily. How about clients who want to hike or animal encounters?
Perfect. So we have Goomba Limba Park, which is just a 10-minute drive from the resort. They have hiking, they have exotic bird experience, a monkey experience. They actually come, the monkeys are wild, but they come right up to you and like come on your shoulder for photos and everything. At Goomba Limba Park, you could also do the zip lining. They have several zip lining courses, I guess you would call them. And then there's several sloth sanctuaries around the island because it is such a popular experience. What else? There's a dolphin experience not too far from the resort as well. Um, that's all that comes to mind in terms of animal encounters for right now. I know the foodie oriented, but I missed a part of the restaurants on site and favorites. Okay, so we have 4 restaurants and bars on site. 2 of them are on the beach, 2 of them are indoors. And we also have an annual signature event called the Roatán Food and Wine Festival. It's put on by the resort. It's a 2-day event where we invite chefs from Latin America's 50 best restaurants list to collaborate with us. Each day, we host 500 people. It's unlimited food and wine per ticket per person. And this year, the festival will be May 1st and 2nd. We still have some tickets available. Room availability is low, but it's still there. And then throughout the year, we have 6 different guest chef series dinners where we also invite different chefs from Latin America's 50 best restaurants and bars. And they do a one-night collaboration with our executive chef. Do you offer any half or full board packages? We only offer breakfast included packages.
Every time I think the questions are gonna stop, they like
No,
start going
I,
again.
I love the questions.
No, I do too. I just don't want to end it without giving everybody enough time to.
Yeah,
Those
please
were
ask
great, you
away.
guys. Yeah, you guys rock. How many dining venues do you have on site again, Stephanie?
4.
4. Okay. Okay, everybody. It's on Emily. You rock. Kathy wants to know how big is the property itself?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on the total acres. But for perspective, from the main entrance of the hotel, which if you see my cursor, it's around here, all the way to the spa building, which is over here. It's about 5 minute walk max. And then from the furthest bungalow room on the hill down to the beach, it's another 5 minute walk as well. So I'll have to get back to you on the actual measurements, but the acreage, but it's not like you need a golf cart, although they are available for some guests that like are traveling with kids and stuff and just want to get on the golf cart to get a ride to their room. We can do that. We do that. How far is the airport? The airport is just a 20-minute ride. It's 8.5 miles from the resort. And Emily, if you do come, please let me know.
All right. Well, thank you, Anna. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, everybody, for joining and for being so interactive and passionate about learning more about this property. And yeah, I guess that concludes our webinar. Stephanie, again, thank you very much. Everyone, be on the lookout for the recording of this webinar. And Stephanie will also send you a list of all the attendees so that you could personally reach out if you'd like as well.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Have a wonderful day.